Hey, I'm Brian from the Wild Coast Outpost. If you're new here, where the heck have you been? We just hand dug a well 40 feet deep and we hit water. Very happy I didn't have to go to 50. Catch up on all my other videos if you haven't seen the rest of them, because there's a lot of craziness with pulling boulders out and actually excavating the hole. If you've been watching this whole time, really appreciate all the likes, comments, subs. You guys are awesome. So in the last video you saw I pulled out some shoring and I filled in the hole some more. And we also ran our gallon per minute test really roughly. In this video, we're going to get into a bit more gravel screening. I improved the setup a little bit. We pulled out more shoring. We filled in some more with our sand piles. We make a chute to pour buckets of sand down there, make our life a lot easier. I also set up the pump on a 3/4 inch hose so we can do some more flow restriction testing, kind of. I'm not going to get too deep into that until I'm really finalized here. I don't have a lot of time. Again, winter is coming right around the corner. We've got some more to fill still, so I'd like to just get back out to about 10 feet left and then I'll feel a lot better. Let's get into it and get filling this hole. Check on our water system some more. Whip this up real quick. Instead of bringing that all the way over there, screening it, putting it in buckets, pouring it in here, I've got a whole bunch of loose gravel now. I pulled out all the big rocks. I've dumped them down the hole, but this is all loose now, so I kind of just want to screen it out and dump it right in my bucket, and then boom, right in the hole. So let's see how that goes, see if it funnels in. Just make a big pile of sand down here underneath. I just want to get this last couple feet filled with rocks and gravel, so let's try it out. See how we do. Nice. All right. Huh. Could I have put this right over top of the hole with a little backstop here? Just enough size so that it would just go straight down the hole. Maybe I could have done that and just been constantly shoveling and not moving a bunch. You live and you learn. But I mean, I think anything this small would have been okay. I just don't want it bouncing around. Even if it goes straight down, I dropped a few rocks to test, but they like hit something and bounce over and they hit the pipe. So I don't know. It's just trying to be safe about it, you know. This is the last of this. Then we're above our high water level, I think. So then I'm just gonna not separate anymore and just start shoveling in. All right, well, it's getting pretty windy out here, but we've got some nice weather. Definitely a little colder, so I gotta wear my jacket. And I'm trying to find my work toque, but I don't know where I put it. So I've got a new plan. So let me show you what I'm going to do. There were some good comments in the last video, a couple ideas I had been thinking about. I don't want to I really just want to start dumping stuff down the shaft. I just don't want to damage the PVC pipe right now. So I think we're getting higher up enough though. The fall impact isn't as big. Going to test with small stuff right now. See if I can just scoop. I'll pull out the big rocks and then dump it down the hole. I just want to make sure it goes straight down, so we don't hit the pipe. But then once I get up a little bit higher, we'll just start putting sand down there. I can dump that, shovel that in, that's fine. But hope the wind noise isn't too crazy here. Pretty loud, actually. But let's show you what we're working on and see if we can speed up our progress, because it's starting to get cold and I still have to dig a trench. All right, we're gonna try something new here. I'm gonna make 2 rails out of this. This bucket was already broken, so we just kind of made it wider. I think that'll help funnel the fill down. So I'm gonna mount this, truck it up over top, then we can just shovel. Zip a screw in here. That's gonna be tricky. Oh yeah, that's fun. Hey, where'd the one go that was in my mouth? Huh. Did I lose it? Guess so. Basic idea is something like that. So, you can lay this across the hole. Let's just add some reinforcements, then we can chuck it on there. All right, here we go. Got this bucket in here, a little frame built up, screwed it in. That just sits over our hole towards the ladder so that we can drop straight down. Alrighty, quick revision. Used some cut off 6-inch. So we've got that going down here pretty good. It's like 3 feet, so that should go a lot better because we're using the little small shovel. So I mean, I'll just lower it in here slowly, and then that maybe gets a bit more runway to go straight down. I think the bucket was just too big. But here, we can just go. I heard it still hit, but maybe that's because we're too close to the ladder. Let's go here a bit. Ooh, that's also, it's not very plumb. Okay, well, offset that more. Let's try that. Oh, that was a good sound. Nice. Okay. Looks like it didn't hit anything. Let's just keep doing that. Okay, there. Yeah. Try big rock. Yeah, maybe smaller stuff. All right, I've seen what you guys have been saying, and I've been doing some thinking, and I can't remember how many bags, 6 or 8 bags of bentonite chips. It says whole abandonment material. So that's for sealing off wells when they abandon them. But I think what I'm going to do here is I'll pour a little bit of sand in to get a nice flat layer, get this filled up a little bit more, and I will pour in those bags of bentonite chips. Oh my God, the wind here today is a bit nutty. I think we will put a substantial layer of that down there. As you can see here, we are. There's our rocks on the sidewall here. Sorry, my light's dying. But I've got all this sand I dumped down the hole. I just spread it out, compacted it. We're up to this coupling now, so yeah, that's perfect. Above high water, so I'm gonna just put bentonite chips on top of this. That's what we've got from my drilling attempts, because I was gonna put this in the annulus to seal it up. I'll just dump all this down there, make a nice thick layer of this. That'll swell, seal up. Okay, awesome. I just read the instructions, and yeah, you can use this for sealing up borehole. All right, here's what we're working with. If you want to see, there's some bentonite chips in there. Basically just clay. So dump this down the hole. So, try to keep it nice though if I can. There we go, nice. Good. I like it. All right, that's the best way I figured out to do it. Just cut a hole and put it on top. Except at the end here. Just funnels out on its own. Definitely don't want to breathe that stuff in. Okay, well, I'm gonna see if I can vent out our shaft now. And then I'll also put a mask. I'll put my respirator on when I go down there. But yeah, we'll run this for a little bit first. All right, last time with the respirator, hopefully. Let's go down there, spread it out, dump some water on it. All right, we got all our bentonite chips in there. Spread them out evenly with my foot, and then yeah, just dumped a whole bunch of buckets of water down there to saturate it all. I think it's covered and pretty good. All right, oh, that feels good. Put another couple feet of sand on there, actually. At least a foot, 2 foot. I don't really know. But either way, good news is we've done another 5 feet today. Yeah, dumping buckets of sand down the chute was way faster. Yeah, we'll see what we can do, but that was some good progress today. Pretty wiped, but another section of shoring out, and actually getting that out a lot faster because I just pry on everything, pull it apart, zip it together, do like 3 to 4 loads pulling it out. So that's really nice. I decided I'm tired of dumping 5-gallon buckets of water. So we were in town getting some groceries and stuff. So I picked up a little, let's see if we can show you. Where is it? Yeah. 1 inch to 3/4, and then one of these guys, a 3/4 inch male hose thread to 3/4 inch female international pipe thread. Let's just glue this on there, put it together. Then I can run my hose back into the hole. Now we can put our hose on here and run it down. All right, we got the hose attached. Re-rigged the extension cords so I can just plug them in here. Got my command center. Put it down the hole here, plug it in, and fill some water to hydrate that bentonite some more. Okay, here we go. Plug her in and see what we got. Oh God, it's coming. Whoa, quick. Ah! Oh God, okay. Oh. Ah! Crazy. Okay, good. There we go. Holy. All right. Jeez. Okay. All right. You know, that's all pretty. It's all a lot finer sand, so that's gonna take some time to kind of drain through. But maybe I can just do that a bunch of times. Just keep that bentonite hydrated for a bit. 3/4 inch hose flow filled the 5-gallon bucket in 30 seconds. So we've essentially just over half our GPM to 10 gallons per minute. So that should honestly keep up with our refresh rate. Again, this is all just quick kind of rough estimates here. Yeah, I'll do a more proper refresh rate by measuring what's in the actual casing, but I just want to get an initial quick test here and start developing this well. Well, I don't need to water the garden now because it's fall, but next year, this is what we'll be doing. I could just stand here and watch this all day. You know, we've been off rainwater for about 3-4 years now, and it was kind of working okay, you know, going and getting drinking water at my neighbors and stuff, but this is a huge upgrade to the homestead cabin here. We can finally water our garden, we can expand it, get more food growing. I've got drinking water. I'll have unlimited water for the house. I mean, man, that's a pretty darn good feeling. We're gonna be going into 3/4 inch PEX as my water main up into the house anyways, so that'll match this flow. And yeah, I think that's awesome. We've been going on 10 minutes here and it hasn't slowed down. It's still nice and clear. I'm checking in the bucket periodically and there's still just a little bit of, kind of hard to tell, but there's a little bit of sand in there. Really happy about it. So let's get this hole filled in, get everything all plumbed in, and then we're gonna have water inside, running fresh drinking water inside the cabin. All right, so yeah, we're just gonna dig down this. Not gonna go super deep because I'm not gonna shore it or anything. Just gonna chew this down like 5 feet, bring that fill over there. Let's just smash it out and then I'll have a whole bunch of material to work with filling in the hole. Now we can use this guy, our handy pickaxe, or mattock, whatever they call it. But this is working pretty good. I just kind of undercut. Chews out easy. We'll undercut this, let it collapse on itself. I don't care. Just need loose sand and gravel. Then we can scoop. Right. Okay, we got our sweet pile here, and now I can just, bam, smash this out with the shovel. Works good. I'll just do a bunch of this, and then we can refill this pile. Luckily, the rain's holding off for me. So, tomorrow, I should be able to refill this pile. I'll spend a little time tonight getting this down the hole, but I don't want to fill too much like last time and bury the bottom of my OSB. Getting dark here a bit earlier now, so gotta keep pushing, set up a work light, and we'll just keep filling this hole. Keep on going. A little hard to see. All right, there you have it. We went down to 3/4 inch hose on our pump. That was running about 10 gallons a minute for 10 minutes. I think we're pretty good there. I don't think that will run low and out of water. I'll do some further testing once we're getting into it more setup here. I just don't have a lot of time with the weather coming. As you can, as I showed before, it's pretty cold out here, so you never know when we're just gonna get a fast cold snap, and the rain could be snow. So I have to get this shoring pulled all out. I have to get this hole filled in ASAP. I would like to level this whole area out, mound it up, so that we're good to go there as well. But if I just get up to the surface of where we're at here and all the shoring out for now, I'll be pretty happy about that. I still have to trench a line over to the house, which I can't do if the ground is frozen. So I have to try to get this section here done. We'll have to fit that in at some point here. Keeping an eye on the weather. We did get some frost already, so you just never know. I'm trenching the water line into the house, and we're getting well water this winter. That's happening. So however I gotta do it, I'll do it. We're at 24-foot depth now. We're getting closer. It's starting to be less up and down on the ladder, which is great. And I'm filling from the top down. So really appreciate all the comments. I've learned a lot from everybody. I'm all about just quick planning and moving forward as fast as I can right now. You kind of have to do that with the weather we have. Yeah, really appreciate all the comments from everybody. I want to give us an extra shout out to Newton Renda and Carl Schultz. You guys joined the channel membership. You're super awesome. Really appreciate that. And if anybody wants to join the channel membership and get some extra bonus footage behind the scenes, go join that and go check those out. Yeah, I'm gonna just go inside here and warm up. We'll keep crushing it, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.